Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from AnthonyMorganti.com, and this is episode 36 of Photo Critiques. And in Photo Critiques, people send me in some of their best images, and I critique each shot with suggestions on how they can improve it. And today, I'm critiquing the work of Bill Fell, and this will be a short episode. Bill sent me in 4 images. And let's get started. We have this one of this castle. And very nice job, and very nice exposure. The sky is beautiful. Bill did a nice job of partially framing it with these, I don't know if they're old posts from an ancient pier that might have been here, but that's what they look like. They could be, but very nicely done. One thing though, for all us photographers, we're kind of slaves to the light. Our photo will only be as good as the light lets it be. And in this case, it's probably midday. You can see there's some harsh shadows on these stones down here. So this is a very good shot. Don't get me wrong. It's a very, very good shot. But it could be a great shot if the sun was over here or over here even, or if perhaps the sun was setting or rising behind the camera and we had that nice warm light bathing this hillside and the castle. It just been a tremendous shot. And I realize this is probably a travel shot, that Bill was here and he was here at this time and he couldn't come back 6 hours earlier or 8 hours later or anything like that and get that good sun. But it's just something to keep in mind if you do have a spot that you can get to in the first half hour before the sun rises fully, and half hour to an hour after, and when it half hour to an hour before and after. It just gets the magic light and you really will have a much better shot. This shot here, the sky is excellent and the exposure is very good. It's just too far away. Usually if you're up in a building, let's say, or you're up on a hill and you're shooting down on something, like you're shooting down on the valley, you could get away with something being far away. It looks more natural, like you're up on the hill and you're shooting down on the valley. Things look natural. But if you're shooting up at something, it doesn't come off as well. And obviously there's probably no other high ground around here. They're going to put the castle on the highest ground. So this is on the highest ground in the area, so they could see their enemies coming towards them. But in this shot, we do have this foreground element, which Bill did a nice job of getting that in the shot. But I think it would have been a stronger shot if Bill moved closer and had the castle dominate the shot more. Even though the sky is nice, he still would have had the sky in there, but it wouldn't have been as much sky. That's all. This shot too, if he could have just got closer. Bill did a really nice job of putting the vignette on here, because that helps draw our gaze towards the middle of the shot and not getting lost in this sea of sand down here with really no real interest. So the vignette does help. The sky is interesting. It's a super great exposure. But I think it would have been a much stronger shot if Bill could have just got closer and had the castle and the hillside dominate the shot more. And we could see more detail in this hill, more detail in the castle. I think it would have been a better shot. This shot too, I think if he was closer. Now this, he has that magic light. See, we have this really nice light on here. Very nice sky, great exposure. But I think if it was just a little closer and we could see more details in the light tower, and it would have been a stronger shot. The one thing I mentioned too in previous episodes of Photo Critiques, whenever we photograph buildings and stuff, they always look like they're falling backwards off the image. The building is falling backwards off the page, and there's nothing you did wrong. That's just the physics of the optics of the camera and the sensor and everything else involved in where you're standing. And you could correct that, or partially at least correct that, in Lightroom. You go under lens corrections, and if you have the raw file, it might even work if you just enable profile corrections and then click auto. It might work. It doesn't always work. This isn't the raw file, obviously, so that I didn't think that would work. If it doesn't work for you, you go over to the manual tab over here and you go to the vertical slider, and you usually have to move it to the left. And when you move it to the left, you'll kind of tilt the picture vertically, so the top part of the picture is coming, at least it appears to be coming closer to you. then you click this little box right here, constrain crop. Now watch when I click that, it's going to crop it by making everything come closer, and you'll see what a stronger picture it is, even just bringing it in that much closer. And it just seems to be a stronger image, and it's straightened out the tower, or the light tower is a little more upright and going straight up and down instead of tilted backwards. So it's a very nice shot. Either way, I just think it would be a stronger shot if Bill got closer. So again, on the shots, get closer, and the time of day, you could see this like warm light. I don't know if this is sunrise or sunset, but it doesn't matter. It's just got a warmer golden glow to it. It's very nicely done, and the processing is very well done too. The only other thing I might suggest is the white. It's a little dark here because it's partially silhouetted, and I don't know how much you could bring it up to get away with it. You might be able to tweak it up a little bit. It seems to be making this even more golden, which is nice. So something like that, I'd say, to bring it out a little more. It makes it a stronger shot, in my opinion. That's the before I did that, and the after. When the before and after doesn't work with crops, it only works with the stuff you do otherwise beyond the cropping. So since I tilted it and cropped it, that won't show up. But you can see it's straighter in the shot. It's tilted a little bit to the left here, and I think the golden rocks look a little better. That with that warm light on the foreground makes it a stronger shot. That's my opinion. But I'd like to thank Bill for sending me in some shots. All I could suggest maybe is Bill, get in closer and fill the frame. That's really it. The processing is really nice. I like his processing. I like his compositions. Very well done. So thank you to Bill, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching my videos, and thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel and visiting my website, anthonymorganti.com. And if you didn't subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. And that's it for now. Talk to you guys soon.